Hi guys, Vechs here. For this bonus video of towns, I am not trying to be entertaining. I'm not trying to do anything other than to help the developers of towns test out the new performance pathfinding option in their game. So this is a bonus video. All I'm going to do is just report the frames per second I'm getting at different uh, options and configurations of what we have here. Let me set that up. There we go. And I think we're ready to begin. Okay, so I'll just unpause here. We are running. So right now, here's the new. This is in version 12a. I've got it set to max. This option here allows you to dictate the setting for pathfinding here. And the higher this number, the more CPU usage the pathfinding algorithm will take. So I've got it set to max. Now, before I was running fraps, before I was recording, I was running just fraps using only the FPS counter, not the recording part of the program. And I was running at, I think, what am I in now? Yeah, we're at game speed 5, pathfinding level 6. So this is the max I can possibly push the game right now. And I'm also recording, which is quite demanding. And we are running at 24 FPS right now. And I think I was sitting at about 28 FPS without fraps going. It just dropped to 12, 8, 10, 9, 14, 7, 9, 12, 13. So it just had a dip there, and now it's going back up. Now it's at 27, 28, 23, 25, 26. I'm betting the dips are probably the pathfinding algorithm, or it's a bunch of townies all requesting uh, a route or a path at the same time. Just a guess. I have a tiny bit of experience with coding. I've programmed some text-based RPG games uh, in C++, and I made some I think I made a calculator program with Visual Basic. Uh, but coding's not really my thing. Uh, but that would just be my guess. The dips are caused by a bunch of townies requesting pathfinding routes at the same time. So the more townies I get in my town, the worse that will get progressively as more and more of them make requests on the game engine to find a route for them. We're at 23 FPS right now, 21, 22, 28. Despite the dips, it seems to hold pretty steady in the mid 20s. We're at 18, 23, 24, 21, 18 again, 24. So I mean, this is certainly playable for a strategy game like this. It's not an FPS game. It's just you looking down on your units here. The mid 20s is definitely playable. Now, when I started scrolling around, I noticed a significant hit in performance. As I moved the camera around, we're down to about 10 FPS right now. If I stop the camera, it should go back up. No, we're at 8 right now. No, still at 8. Hmm. And I basically mined out the entire level 12 just so oh wait, no, it just shot back up to 24. Let me keep just moving the camera around to put more stress on the game engine. And you know what? Let's just keep all these screen elements open, and I'll also open the heroes dialog, and I'll hover my mouse over this so it's requesting his data. We request all the data from all the heroes. 20, 18, 11, 10, 6, 7, 17, 18, 20, 18. I'll tell you what, let me scroll up, and I noticed it's at 28 right now, 25, 21, 19. Huh. Uh, let me scroll up and let's find a visually busy area of the game to look at. Yeah, -2. Here's my kitchen. Here's all these barrels. Yeah, I'll leave my mouse right here, and as I scroll around, the game will constantly query data from these containers here. And we've got all the screen elements open, and a bunch of townies moving around in the kitchen. Yeah. I would assume that this is one of the more stressful things I can put the game through. Because I'm forcing it to load the data on all these containers and pull up what's inside them, while also moving the camera around, while a bunch of townies are running around on screen doing stuff. 7 FPS, 6, 7, 6, 7, 5. Ooh, I can actually feel that now when I'm trying to scroll. 12, 19, 17, 14, 13, 8. So this is actually, I think this is actually, the game's taking it pretty well, considering I'm also running fraps at the same time, and I'm recording all of this in high definition, or well, I'm recording in 720p, which is like the lowest high definition, but it's still HD. It still counts. 14, 17, 18, 22, back to 16, 26, 18 again. Let me stop moving the camera and see what happens. 23, 20. All right, let's hide these screen elements and close this menu and close this, and I'll just hover the mouse over the mini map, I guess. 19, 20, 18, 19. It seems moving the camera around does cost you some performance. 21, 20, 22. So this, and again, this is at game speed 5. Yeah, 5. We are at 5 right now. I can make it spam 5 if I want, but I keep clicking it. It won't go higher. Did we get a caravan? No. Okay. And we are on Pathfinding level 6. So, we're down to 8 right now. 19. Yeah, I noticed some performance hits. And oh wow, look at that. They don't have a place to, yeah, hauling the. Now here's a weird thing about the game is that in this game, hauling the farthest item seems to take highest priority than hauling the nearest item. So if there's anything down in the dungeon that needs to be hauled up, the haulers in your town will totally forget about hauling around the items that are closest, like all this fish here, and it just starts piling up. One suggestion I would make might be to either flip that or maybe alternate it so that maybe alternating, what I mean by that is the first hauling order is for a far item, the farthest item, and then the next is for the nearest item, and then the next is for the farthest. So the haulers flip back and forth between hauling what's close and what's far. Just so the base doesn't get like this, because it's actually like they're trying to. I wouldn't be surprised if they actually started scanning this area over here and trying to place things down in it. And of course, the roads don't help inside the base because they can't put things on the road. Actually, I kind of like that because it keeps in the farm up here, it keeps the bones from piling up in here because there's nowhere for the bones to be placed. So this is one of the times I like the items not being able to stack, but anyway. Maybe if they do ever include item stacking, they could have a few road tiles in here that are labeled as no stack that won't let things stack up on top of them. So I don't know, just so you can have a farm like this, but who knows? Anyway, yeah, we're at 20 right now. 26, 28, 17, 15. Game seems to be actually running all right with fraps and max possible settings. And I'm obviously running the game full screen, so even more screen real estate is being rendered than when you're playing in windowed mode. Let me try moving the camera around up here and see what happens. 22, 23, 17, 20, 17. Oh yeah, let's get some water in here. Games always love water. Actually, I don't think the. Ooh, I don't know. It is animated. It is an animated tile, so maybe it is. Oh yeah, let me hit Z and get this stuff up here. Get the swaying wheat. Ooh, yeah, the animated wheat. Let's get a bunch of that on screen and see what happens. Ooh, yeah, there we go. 7, 8, 7, 6. Yeah, look at that animated wheat. Destroy my frame rate, animated wheat. There you go. 7. Okay, let's hit Z and hide the wheat. See if the frame rate shoots back up. 14, yep. 18. Okay, so the animated tiles do take on some performance there. Can I turn the animations off in the performance, maybe? No, I can't. Is there pause, siege, autosave, pause? No, no. It's not going to be graphics. No. Um. Okay. Suggestion. Another suggestion is the ability to turn off the animation here. Because I'm at 19 FPS right now. 18, 15, 17, 16, 17, 25, 24, 14, 16. It's kind of bouncing around. Let me hit Z again and see if it plummets. 18, 25, 21, 19, 17. 21, 27. Wow. Okay. Well, maybe the wheat. 14. It's been really weird. Like, I get frame rate drops, and I'm having trouble figuring out what's causing them. I'll get isolated frame rate drops. They're not that common. Um, and I can't quite seem to reliably reproduce them. The exception being, I'm at 28 right now, 25, 22, 18. Moving the camera around seems to do a little bit. 22, 22, 17, 18, 13, 10, 8. Back up to 24. I don't know. Well, and for the record, I've had a 3.6 gigahertz quad core with hyperthreading. It's got 8 threads, and I'm running with 8 gigabytes of RAM and a NVIDIA GTX 530 2 gigabyte card. My video card's probably the weakest link in this system. Although I'd like to upgrade it. I'd like to get a GTX 680, I think is what I'd like, or 670. It's damn thing's like $400, but it's pretty beastly, and I probably won't have to upgrade that for a long, long time. I got a new power supply. I got a 600 watt power supply to upgrade my computer with. Um, oh, down to 7. Man, 7, 8, 7 again. I don't know. I really don't know. Let me go back down to that very bottom ladder, because I noticed my frame rate here was better than in my base. I thought 16, 14, 19, 12, 16. Anyway, all right, let's go down to game speed 4, because game speed 4, yeah, 30. 30. Still 30. 28. 28. 26. 28. 32. 28. 32. 28. Yeah, game speed 4 pretty much stays at 30. Uh, so I think the problem or the frame rate issues come from game speed 5 and not the pathfinding. As best I can tell, because I've got a program that monitors the CPU usage and temperature. It's core temp. I've got core temp, and it monitors all the usage on my cores. And each core's right now about 14% usage with this at 6. So that's by no means maxing out not even one of my computer's 4 cores at 100% usage. And we're sitting at 30 FPS right now. Yeah, 30. 30, still 30. Yeah, 30. So this feature is incredibly welcome. I love it. You'll notice that they're all active, and we've gotten rid of all the people standing around like idiots doing nothing. Like they pick up the stuff and they immediately go back at it. They don't just because before you'll remember in my montage video, I thought I mined all this. Uh, what is that? Oh, it's just a different light level. Okay, I see. Oh, we took a frame rate hit. We're down to 12. I wonder what happened there. Let me scroll back over to the ladder. Yeah, we're still at 12, 10. Ooh, down to 8. Let me stop again. 14, 24. All right, now as soon as they stop scrolling, it shot back up. And now scrolling around doesn't do anything, so yeah. And for all I know, it's not even Towns doing that. It could be Fraps itself, because Fraps is sort of a temperamental program. I'm considering finding alternatives such as Dextery to record with, but Fraps has been working, and I've been getting along with it, and because of that, I've been not really wanting to switch. Uh, and then there's a possibility that it could be my antivirus program running a scan, although I think I have that disabled right now, or Steam doing something. So the culprit might not be Towns itself, because Towns so far, at least for me, has been a fairly stable game. I haven't had like crashing problems with it. So just to see, I scrolled back over here to the edge again, and I'm down to 10. Let me go back to the, and we're back over at the ladder where I back up to 28, 28, 24, 22, 16, 20, 30, 30, 28, 26, 32, 30. Okay. And back over, let me try this. Back over to the edge. Scrolling around on the edge, did that cause it? Is that a problem? 24, 26, 25, 26, 22, 26. 20, 24, doesn't seem like it. Not a big enough jump for me to really tell. But basically, I'm just scrolling around the game, trying to find things that would. Now, this water here. Ooh, I feel that when I scroll back and forth. There's a frame rate drop on the water. It went down to 14. Oh, now it's back up to 30. I don't know. I honestly don't know why I don't. Seems to be random. But anyway, I think GameSpeed 5 causes a lot of frame rate issues at some points. It makes them more likely, it seems. GameSpeed 4 seems to be pretty solid. So I think I'll stay in GameSpeed 4 most of the time, and I will keep on this at 6. Although setting this at 4 seemed to also make everybody move around a lot and not have too many idlers. So if my average FPS over the period of, say, an hour would be higher and have fewer dips, leaving it at 4, I think I'll try that. So let's try it, because that's double. The default value is 2. So this is double that. I have no idea what that means, but I assume it's double the CPU usage, and I assume it will mean twice as many people moving around active as before. So yeah, let's try 4 and 4, 4 and 4, GameSpeed 4, Pathfinding 4, and if I encounter significant FPS issues, I'll let you know. Well, hold on a sec. We're down to 8 right now. 20, 24, 22, 18, 12, 10? Huh. I don't know. I really don't know. It's got to be something the game is trying to do. We're at 8 right now. I got a bird in my base. Now we're back up to 29. Yeah. Oh well. 20, 28. Let me jerk this back up to. Or actually, no. Let's go down to 1. Nah, wait. Go back to the menu. I want that on 1. All right. Games. pathfinding level 1. Let's just see if that makes any difference at all. So we're at 30, 26, 28, 30, 30, 29, 29, 29, 28, 26, 28, 26, 27, 30, 28. Okay, so hovering around that 28 area. Let's take it up to 6. No, not 5. Let's take it up to 6 and just chill here. So now we're, instead of 4 and 1, we're at 4 and 6 right now. So 16, 17, 20, 21, 24, 26, 24, 23, 23, 25, 15, 8, 6, 8. Ooh, so yeah, we're down to the 8s right now. 7, 8, 8 again. Let's take this back down to 1 and see if that makes it clear up. So 24, yeah, back up to 24, 14, 11. Yeah, we're at 7. We're at 7 right now. 7, 8, 22, 22, 20, 22 again. So I honestly don't know. It feels like it's honestly completely random. The FPS dips in the game seem to be totally random, with the exception that game speed 5 noticeably causes less FPS. Every other game speed between 1 and 4 seems to run about the same, honestly. Um, let's try game speed 2. Yeah, 22 here, 21, 20, 21, 21, 3. So all right, I guess that's enough of this. I hope this information that I was able to relay is useful to the developers. And again, I'm running a 3.6 gigahertz quad core with 8 gigs of RAM and a GTX 530 with 2 gigabytes of video memory. And so that's just average frame rates while watching the game. I got 252 citizens here, and I've got obviously a ton of storage barrels here. I assume that these would have a performance premium, especially when you scroll around and load the data from them. But I could be wrong there. Who knows? So anyway, I hope this was useful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Until then, take it easy.